In a busy modern city where glass buildings touched the clouds and cars rushed through the streets, stood an old, quiet school. Generations of children had walked its halls, but one man had stayed the same, Mr. Ray, the kind teacher with gentle eyes and silver hair. Mr. Ray was not rich. His coat was always worn at the elbows, and his shoes had patches, but his heart was full of gold. He gave his students not just lessons from books, but lessons for life. Every day, rain or shine, he came to school early, cleaned the blackboard, and wrote inspiring words at the top. Be kind. Be honest. Work hard. You can do great things. Mr. Ray often stayed late, helping children who struggled, paying for their lunch if they were hungry, and even mending torn uniforms quietly after school. 20 years passed. The city grew taller and louder. Many of Mr. Ray's students became doctors, engineers, business leaders, and artists. They remembered their success, their busy lives, but somehow they forgot the old teacher who had believed in them when they doubted themselves. One bright autumn afternoon, the school arranged a grand reunion. The hall was decorated with balloons, lights, and photos of old school days. Laughter filled the room as old friends hugged and shared stories. As they entered the hall, the guests noticed a single wooden chair placed in the front, decorated with fresh white flowers. A small sign hung from it. Reserved, Mr. Ray. But the chair was empty. The room grew quiet. One of the former students, David, now a successful lawyer, whispered, "Where is Mr. Ray? He always said he'd come." Another Sarah, a famous doctor, added, "I haven't thought of him in so long, but I remember he used to stay after class to help me with science." Jason, a businessman, said softly, "I remember. I couldn't afford lunch, and somehow there was always a sandwich left on my desk." They realized how much Mr. Ray had done, quietly, without ever asking for thanks. A teacher from the school stepped forward and spoke gently. "Mr. Ray passed away last year. He left behind no family, no riches, but he always said, 'My students are my legacy.' This chair reminds us of him tonight." Tears filled the eyes of the crowd. The room that was once full of laughter now held a deep, respectful silence. David wiped his eyes. "We can't change the past, but we can honor him." Sarah nodded. "Let's start a scholarship in his name for kids like we once were, so his kindness lives on." Jason added, "And let's visit this school every year to remember the man who helped us become who we are." That night, under the soft glow of the hall lights, the old teacher's empty chair taught his students one final lesson, that the quiet love and sacrifices of those who guide us should never be forgotten. Moral of the story: gratitude and respect for those who help us are among the greatest values we can carry through life. The quiet acts of our mentors shape us more than we ever realize.